Longevity, as I've told you before, is the worst of all possible risks because obviously the longer you live, the worse all the other risks become. And the more susceptible you actually are of running out of money. So back in the day, people retired in their early 60s or so, and then it wasn't unheard of that they would have maybe a 15 or 20-year retirement. Now, that wasn't actually very long ago. But over time, what has been noticed is that actually the Centers of Disease Control keeps the stats on this, and they give us a statistics of how long folks will live. However, one of the things that they figured out that is not uniform across the board. You know, life choices, education, income, healthcare, and a host of other things kind of also play into that as well. And what has happened in recent years is that over time, all of these things have improved, and people are living a lot longer, and people are actually retiring for a lot longer, or longer than the averages. So about 40% of folks supposedly underestimate their life expectancy. I will tell you that that's obviously 100% because everybody that comes in to see me says that they're going to live a lot less than they actually do. Which that has problems because it underestimates the amount of income you need and obviously underestimates the amount of money you need. So if you're going to live longer, there is a few things that, especially when it comes to retirement planning, um, we have to take into consideration. Number one is, do you have the possibility of working longer? And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to stay in your job, meaning, do you have the possibility to have a part-time job? You have a possibility maybe to kind of change jobs, whatever it is. Just the possibility is to generate income from another source that is not your portfolio to allow your portfolio to last longer. The other thing is, what do you think about the market? I mean, there's repercussions both ways. If you think it's too risky, or if your hope is that market performance is going to allow you to stay retired, you know, that's again, there's a host of disadvantages both ways. But if you use the market right for the reasons that it was supposed to be used, then you'll be deeply rewarded. But on the other sense, from the standpoint of income, is where is your income coming from? If you're 100% of your income, other than Social Security maybe, is derived from what we call systematic withdrawals from the market, which is otherwise known as the 4% rule, is I have to let you know that volatility and sequence of return risks are real. And if that is your plan, chances are that somewhere along the way, your retirement is going to be affected on the negative, and your plan is going to have to be adjusted. So it's some things to consider. The lastly is longevity insurance. You know, go folks, we are living longer. And because of the importance of, and I've told you before, is, you know, retirement without income sucks. So because of the importance of income, we have to have some sort of annuity stream in our retirement. Okay. So from the standpoint of meaning that is, you know, annuities have a negative connotation, or the word is toxic in some circles in our industry. What I have to tell you is that there is no other investment out there, absolutely no other investment that will provide a riskless form of income for not only you, but you and your spouse. Okay. The other thing is with that is that the longer that you live, the more money you will actually have as far as income that comes from the annuity. Right. So with that being said, long retirements are real. They're a real thing. So are you ready for a 30 or 40-year retirement?